Okay, hello. So I'm recording this after all the footage that you are about to see. My fatigue has been kicking me in the ass, so it's taken me a while to edit things and put them together. Please do subscribe and hit the bell icon. I will be uploading more videos with more up-to-date updates on where I'm at with my health and trying to share as many resources as I can for COVID-19 long haulers. So if that is something that is of interest to you, please do follow along. So I guess now I'm going to toss it back to past Brandon, who can just complain to you about what it's like, what it's been like living with COVID for a year. Peace.
Hey everyone, my name is Brandon. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is where I talk about my chronic illness, about long COVID, and just generally about things I care about. This is also where I share my poetry. If any of these things are things that you are interested in, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're notified as to when I upload new videos. Okay, so today's topic is going to be what it's been like dealing with long COVID, or just dealing with coronavirus for this past year. So in March of 2020, there was this one day when all of a sudden I basically thought I had a cold. Similar symptoms to that, just kind of sniffly, very tired, joint aches. And I just figured, you know what, like, I'll wait it out. And a couple of days later, it became abundantly clear that it wasn't a cold, it was something far worse. So I called the hospital, trying to figure out if I could come in, and I was basically told that I could not unless I needed a respirator. That's basically how Illinois was handling the law at the time. I'm sure that was the case throughout a lot of 2020 with a lot of hospitals across the country. But basically I wasn't able to get any medical care. They told me to just stay at home, wait it out, if I needed a respirator to come in. So eventually I thought that I was getting better. About I want to say after 2 weeks my symptoms started to wane, and I started getting back into the swing of things, trying to focus on everything I was doing to make my life better. So I'd started running again. So I really did think that I was getting better, and that everything was all over, until all of a sudden I got knocked on my ass again. This time by a second wave of symptoms. These are more in line with what we've come to know as long haul symptoms, but I had intense nausea to the point where I was prescribed pills given to chemo patients, and they still barely did anything. I had diarrhea, I want to say 3 to 5 times a day. On a regular day, it's usually around 3 times. On a bad day, it can be anywhere up to 6. I have awful headaches, absolutely awful. Sometimes they aren't constant. They pop up here and there, but they're pretty debilitating. I have terrible brain fog. The disease has affected my memory in a way that I guess the best way I can put it is, the disease has affected my memory in a way that I will be speaking, looking for something to say, and it feels like my brain is going towards the word in my head, but all of a sudden it's not there. Like, it knows that there was this thing that used to be there, but now that word's gone. I don't know how to explain it, but that has been absolutely terrifying. Just feeling my mental capacity change, and just not feeling as capable as I used to be. Speaking of which, in terms of physical symptoms, I have had the worst fatigue of my life. I've had body aches and joint pains, so bad that I'm not able to do much anymore. I can walk up and down a flight of stairs maybe once, maximum twice a day. But that's the extent of it. Otherwise, I'm pretty much just resting all the time. It is extremely difficult to try and put into words how difficult this past year of my life has been. There are stretches of time that I've blocked out of my memory because they're not things that I want to look back on. They aren't things that I want to remember at all. Because frankly, this has been one of the most difficult years of my life. I am 26 years old, and now I have to come to terms with the fact that I am disabled. That frankly, I'm unable to work or hold down a job the way that I used to be. I haven't played guitar in almost a year. I'm unable to memorize lines or anything the way that I used to. It just feels like all of a sudden my life has been turned upside down. Partially due to the absolute mismanagement and idiocy of Americans. And it's been really hard, especially now, seeing that the country's beginning to open up again, especially a country that did not at all deserve to be one of the first countries to be vaccinated. To see the world start to turn and realize that it's turning without me and trying to figure out how I fit into the world again. And frankly, that's not something that I've been able to figure out just yet. The world does not seem conducive to someone like me existing. I've already spent thousands of dollars in medical bills, only to be told by doctors, hey, we don't know what the fuck is going on with you because we're seeing the same thing in all these other patients and we don't know what the fuck's going on with them. So you're just gonna have to deal. I've wasted so much time. I am truly exhausted. But I'm figuring it out one step at a time, and fact of the matter is, with the medical community absolutely failing all long hauler patients right now, I've been thankful that I've been able to find a lot of community online with other people dealing with chronic illness, dealing with long COVID, and a lot of that camaraderie and the suggestions and even just the comfort that you can find from being with other people has been extremely important in my ability to cope and try and pick up the pieces of my life and try and move forward somehow. So if you're watching this and you are a COVID long hauler, I really do suggest please find some sort of online support group. You could actually follow me on Instagram at brandon.paul. You can find my long COVID Facebook page and Armchair activist. I'm going to have all the links down in the description. You could read my blog, which is also an armchairactivist.com. But really just follow along to this channel. Comment down below. Tell me what it is that y'all need. Tell me what you're going through, and let's just try and get through this together. I don't know how to record an outro for this. This is a bit of a downer video, but I just felt like I needed to start somewhere. And I guess this is it. So, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that other social media bullshit. But follow along with me and let's figure this shit out together. Thanks.